100th year celebration. It's going to be something going on all year. Tonight kicks it off. When we redid the depot, we found that it was a perfect area to bring the community back together. For so long, what had happened was so much stuff was taking place on Sam Ridley Parkway that we kind of lost our identity downtown. So now we have that back. You can see tonight with all of the people here, all ages. You have brand new babies to seniors. We celebrated Miss Norma Peoples, who's been here 97 years. So much is about history and looking at our roots and where we came from, but it's also about looking to the future. So tonight we celebrate both of those things.
In 1869, the town of Smyrna was incorporated by the Tennessee General Assembly for a political body government of mayor and alderman. Now, I said 1869, so I'm sure some people are like, well, wait a second. Why are we celebrating 100 years now? Well, that charter went away in 1881. The charter of incorporation of the town was repealed by the Tennessee General Assembly. And I think you might find this kind of interesting. The loss of the charter during the Civil War Reconstruction period was a direct result of the breach of the 4-mile law. Some of you might know a little bit about the 4-mile law. It had to do with the control of saloons and the requirement that they be located a minimum distance of 4 miles from a school or a church. So we must have been a little more interested in the saloon than being a town. So in 1915, the town of Smyrna was granted a second charter of incorporation by the Tennessee General Assembly, and we were then a mayor and commissioner form of government, which we were until 2000. And at that time, we became a town manager council form of government.
When we come up with this 100-year reunion, we were looking for a person that was born in Smyrna around 1915, that has lived here all their life and was still living. We didn't come up with one 100 years old, but we come up with one 97 years old. And it's my pleasure at this time to introduce to you that lady who is 97 years old, Nora May Peoples. She was born December the 21st, 1970. Is still with us and doing good, and we really appreciate that. You've got to be a good person, and you've got to stand out in the community to get a street named after you. Yeah. Nora Peoples Street up here, going to Hilltop, was named after her some many years ago. And that is an honor to have a street named after you, because that tells me that she has done something right in the city of Smyrna, and we appreciate that. Give her a big round of applause for that. You've got 20 minutes if you'd like to say something.
I just want to say I thank everybody for being so good to me. As when I was growing up, not when I was growing up. After I grown up, they were all still good to me. And I see everybody for being good. I mean good. Those that are here, they know who they are.
That's right.
They're just like one in the family.
That's right, Nora.
Let me ask you something. Don't you hope at 97 that you can talk like that? Huh? That is great. Let's give her a big round of applause. Thank you, Thank you.
Our vision, we want to keep our identity. We want to continue to keep as much of the small town identity that we can. That being said, you're looking at one of the things that creates that, the community environment that you're standing in now. For our children, school and education. You know, Motlow College is located here now. It's a great asset for our community. Just recently, we've, as a council, we have looked into and sent with favor a new outdoor facility over at the town building for our children predominantly. It's for educational purposes as well as recreational purposes. It includes a lot of groups. It will include children and classrooms and teachers and a place for them to go and have something to do. For our adults and families, we want to make sure that we continue to bring good business and good commerce to the town. The recreation areas, the parks, the trailheads, the golf course, and one of the big ones that I don't think's been mentioned, where'd Ron go? Anyway, Ron, the arts. You know, the arts is a big thing now, and we've got Carpe Artista really focused on the arts for us here, so thank you, Ron, for your vision in getting that started here in the downtown area. For our senior citizens, we have a lot of seniors. I'm one of them. I'm getting a little older. More affordable housing for them as well. You know, Sherwood Forest and some of those places, Smyrna Housing Authority that we work with directly all the time to try to continue to have affordable housing for those people on fixed incomes. Healthcare and fitness, we mentioned that before. Continuing to keep this as a top retirement area as we have been nationally recognized for. And once again for seniors, the arts. You know, there's painting and things like that that they love to do. The Senior Citizen Center is quite active in doing some of those things, but again, Carpe and some other arts facilities here in town would be helpful. Last but not least, for our future, while we're offering more, we want to make sure that Smyrna is the destination that people find a winner, you know, and we happen to think it is, and look at this crowd tonight. So thank you all for being here.
We got rock 'cause we walk on the moon. Daylight shines on that red, white, and blue. You see the dark ain't as bad as it seems. That just means it's time to drink. Yeah, the dark ain't as bad as it seems. That just means it's time to drink. You know, they're going to be putting stuff in a little time capsule, and years from now they're going to open it. We're going to open one. All we can do is dream, guys, and when we quit dreaming, it dies. And this town is still dreaming big things, and this is what Carpe Cafe and this whole little area is all about, is making this the Smyrna dream.
Time capsule. We were looking for things to go into the time capsule that in another 100 years will tell them about things in our community from the past. They put a blackberry in, and I think sometimes we assume everyone would know what the blackberry is, but they actually put things that told them what it was, when it kind of came to be, so everything kind of had a description to go along with it. We even had individuals go take pictures around town of things that are not developed yet, because in another 100 years, every piece of green space might be taken up. So we wanted people to see what it was like when we were here right now.
Come on over here, let's cut this cake, let's just see it eat. Get the girls, get the
Rod, you get a picture of me. You want a picture here? Yeah, that's what I was getting started. Did they tell the history of this thing? You want me to help you get the dirt? I'm going to help you get the dirt and you can pour it in there, okay? Here.
There you go. Okay, I think you're doing that. All right. Look up in
at each end with a diverse group of individuals playing in the bands, and all genres of music. So if you love music, great event.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
We have 43,000 people in the town of Smyrna, but when you're here tonight, you feel like it's small town, and that's what we want. We want people to feel that.
Yeah, no.